Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Every morning when you wake up, you're given a fresh start, an opportunity to set the tone for the day. But the thing is, you have to take control. You have to speak life into yourself. And the way you do that is with the words you say and the thoughts you allow to occupy your mind. One of the most powerful things you can tell yourself every morning is, I am worthy of success. Too often we wake up with doubts, fears, or feelings of inadequacy, but the truth is, you are worthy of everything good that is coming your way. Success doesn't belong to a specific group of people. It's not reserved for the lucky, the well-connected, or the ones who seem to have it all figured out. No, success belongs to anyone who dares to believe they deserve it and puts in the work to get it. When you tell yourself that you are worthy of success, you begin to change the narrative in your mind. Most people struggle with the idea that they are deserving of their dreams. They think that their past mistakes, their limitations, or their current circumstances disqualify them from reaching the heights they envision. But that's a lie. Your worthiness is not determined by your past. It's not defined by the number of failures you've had or how many times you've stumbled. Worthiness comes from the simple fact that you exist, that you have something unique to contribute to this world. Understanding your worth sets the stage for everything that comes after. When you recognize that you are worthy, you won't allow others to dictate what you can or cannot achieve. You won't settle for less than what you deserve. You will stop apologizing for wanting more out of life. In fact, you'll start expecting greatness because you know you were made for it. People who believe they are worthy don't wait for permission to succeed. They go after their dreams with everything they have because they know they deserve it. The journey to understanding your worthiness takes time. It requires shedding the limiting beliefs you've carried for years and replacing them with positive affirmations. It's about learning to stand tall and speak up for what you believe you deserve. A key part of this process is forgiving yourself. You have to let go of past mistakes and failures that might still haunt you. These experiences are part of your story, but they don't define you. You are not your mistakes. You are not the bad choices you've made. You are a person capable of change, growth, and progress. And every new day is another opportunity to step into the version of yourself you are meant to be. One of the biggest challenges in feeling worthy of success is comparison. We live in a world where it's easy to look at other people's lives and think, they have it all, why not me? It's natural to feel that way, but it's important to remember that everyone's journey is different. Someone else's success does not diminish your own potential. Just because someone else achieved something before you or in a different way doesn't mean you're not worthy of your own version of success. There's enough room in this world for everyone to succeed, and your time will come when you stay committed to your path. Telling yourself every morning that you are worthy of success is an act of self-love. It's a way of showing up for yourself when the world might be trying to knock you down. It's a reminder that you don't have to prove your worth to anyone. Your worth is innate. It's in the very essence of who you are. When you wake up with this mindset, you become unstoppable. You stop doubting, second-guessing, and shrinking back. Instead, you rise with the confidence that you are deserving of all the good things that life has to offer. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness, so don't hold back. You are worthy of every success that is coming your way. Keep reminding yourself of that every morning. One of the most essential things you can tell yourself every morning is, I'm going to push through the obstacles. Life is full of challenges, and often the most daunting part of the journey isn't the obstacles themselves, but the belief that they will stop you. There's this misconception that successful people have it easy, that somehow they've managed to avoid the struggles that the rest of us face. The truth is, no one gets through life without facing hurdles. The difference is, successful people don't let those obstacles define them. They see them as part of the journey, a necessary part of the process that makes the victory even sweeter. When you wake up every morning with the mindset that you will push through the obstacles, you're telling yourself that no matter what happens, you won't give up. You're committing to persistence, to showing up every day regardless of the circumstances. Life will throw curveballs at you. People will doubt you. Opportunities will seem scarce. And there will be days when things don't go the way you plan. But if you make a decision right now that you won't let these setbacks determine your future, you've already won half the battle. Obstacles are only roadblocks if you allow them to be. They are merely tests of your character, your resilience, and your commitment to your dreams. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going as planned. When you face an unexpected challenge, it's tempting to feel defeated, to believe that the universe is working against you. But the truth is, obstacles aren't personal. They aren't out to get you. They're simply part of the process. Every successful person you admire has had to fight through some kind of hardship, whether it was financial difficulties, personal losses, rejection, or just plain failure. The only difference between those who succeed and those who give up is their ability to push through those obstacles and keep moving forward. The key is to shift your perspective. Instead of viewing obstacles as a sign to quit, see them as an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Every time you push through a challenge, you learn something new about yourself. You discover just how much you're capable of when you refuse to back down. And that knowledge becomes your armor, making you even more prepared for the next obstacle that comes your way. Another important thing to remember when pushing through obstacles is the importance of patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the path to achieving your dreams is rarely a straight line. There will be bumps along the way, and some of those bumps may feel like mountains. But the key is to keep climbing, no matter how steep the mountain may seem. Even if progress feels slow, even if you're not seeing the results immediately, keep pushing forward little by little. Those steps add up. And eventually you'll look back and realize how far you've come. You also need to surround yourself with the right kind of people, people who lift you up, who encourage you, and who believe in you when you're struggling to believe in yourself. Sometimes pushing through obstacles means leaning on others for support. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength to ask for help when you need it. There's power in community, and when you have the right people around you, the obstacles you face won't feel nearly as heavy. In addition to pushing through obstacles, it's vital to remind yourself every morning, I am in control of my attitude. No matter what happens in your day, your attitude is the one thing that's entirely within your control. Life will test you, it will challenge you, but how you react to those tests is up to you. Your attitude determines how you experience life, how you handle challenges, and ultimately how successful you will be. When you tell yourself that you are in control of your attitude, you empower yourself to make choices that serve you even in the most difficult situations. It's easy to let frustration or anger take over when things aren't going your way, but those emotions only rob you of your power. If you can keep a positive, solution-oriented attitude, you'll find that you can handle almost anything that comes your way. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you choose to react. It's about deciding every day that no matter what happens, you will maintain control over your mindset. Your attitude is the filter through which you see the world. If you wake up in the morning with a negative mindset, expecting problems and setbacks, that's exactly what you'll find. But if you choose to approach the day with a positive attitude, expecting opportunities, growth, and success, that's what you will attract. Attitude is magnetic. It attracts what you put out into the world. So start your day by taking control of your mindset. Choose optimism. Choose gratitude. Choose to see the good in every situation, no matter how challenging it may seem. A positive attitude also helps you build resilience. When you approach obstacles with the belief that you can overcome them, they become less intimidating. Instead of feeling defeated by every setback, you'll feel motivated to find a solution. You'll be more likely to look for the silver lining, to take responsibility for your own actions, and to learn from the experience. A positive attitude turns problems into opportunities for growth. It makes it easier to bounce back from failures and to keep moving forward with confidence. It's important to remember that your attitude doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you. People are drawn to positivity. They want to be around someone who lifts them up, who sees the potential in every situation, and who refuses to let negativity take control. By controlling your attitude, you not only improve your own life, but also influence the lives of those around you in a positive way. The power to control your attitude lies within you, and once you embrace it, you'll find that obstacles don't seem so overwhelming, and life becomes much more manageable. You can't control what happens in the world, but you can always control how you respond to it. So every morning, remind yourself that you are in control of your attitude and that it is your greatest tool for navigating through life's challenges. One of the most empowering things you can tell yourself every morning is, I will not allow fear to rule my life. Fear is a natural emotion. It's designed to protect us, to keep us safe, but when it takes control, fear becomes an obstacle, a force that holds us back from reaching our full potential. Every person, no matter how successful or accomplished, has faced fear. The difference between those who thrive and those who stay stuck is how they respond to fear. When you wake up every day telling yourself that you will not let fear rule your life, you are consciously choosing to confront it, not run from it. Fear often shows up when you are stepping out of your comfort zone, trying something new, or pursuing something important. It's that voice inside your head that tells you you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that something bad will happen. But the truth is, fear is often a product of our imagination. It amplifies the worst-case scenario and tricks us into believing that it's inevitable. In reality, most of the things we fear never come to pass. Fear has a way of holding us back by making the unknown seem scarier than it actually is. When you tell yourself that you won't let fear control your life, you're making a commitment to face the unknown. You're telling yourself that even though fear may show up, it won't stop you from moving forward. The only way to grow, to evolve, to reach your goals is to move through fear, not around it. Every time you confront your fears, you weaken their power over you. You start to realize that fear is just a feeling, not a fact, and that you have the strength and the courage to continue despite it. The process of pushing through fear is not always easy. In fact, it's often uncomfortable, but discomfort is the price of growth. Whether it's making a difficult decision, stepping into a new job, starting a business, or confronting personal challenges, fear will always be there to test you. But if you make the conscious choice to face fear with confidence, you take away its power to paralyze you. You train your mind to focus on the possibilities rather than the limitations. And that shift in perspective is what makes all the difference. Another powerful affirmation you should tell yourself every morning is, I'm grateful for today. Gratitude is one of the most transformative practices you can integrate into your life. And when you start your day with a sense of gratitude, it sets a positive tone for everything that follows. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in what's missing or what's not going well. We live in a society that often emphasizes lack rather than abundance, but gratitude flips that mindset. When you consciously focus on the things you're thankful for, you begin to shift your focus away from scarcity and towards abundance. Gratitude doesn't require a long list of monumental things. It's about appreciating the little things, the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, a good cup of coffee, or even just the ability to wake up and try again. When you tell yourself that you are grateful for today, you're acknowledging that no matter what challenges or setbacks come your way, you still have something to be thankful for. Gratitude helps you put things into perspective. It reminds you that despite the tough times, there is always something to appreciate, and focusing on those things can help you navigate the day with more peace and clarity. Moreover, gratitude is a practice that strengthens over time. The more you focus on what you're grateful for, the more you begin to notice the good things around you. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Gratitude rewires your brain to seek out positivity. It's easy to overlook the good things when you're always focused on the negative, but when you consciously choose to be grateful, your mind starts to notice more of what's going right in your life. And as you begin to see the good, you start attracting more of it. Finally, one of the most impactful things you can tell yourself every morning is, I will never give up on my dreams. Dreams are the fuel that drives us. They are the vision of what could be, and they inspire us to take action, to push through the tough times, and to keep going even when the road gets rough. But dreams are not always easy to achieve. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments where you doubt yourself. But if you make a commitment to never give up on your dreams, you give yourself the chance to achieve them. The journey toward fulfilling your dreams is not a straight path. It's full of twists, turns, and detours. You may not see the results right away, and at times it may feel like you're putting in all this effort with little reward. But every step you take, even the small ones, brings you closer to your dream. The key is to remain persistent, to keep moving forward, and to trust that the effort you're putting in will eventually pay off. When you tell yourself every day that you will never give up on your dreams, you reaffirm your commitment to them. You remind yourself that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fall, you will get back up and keep going. Success doesn't come to those who give up. It comes to those who keep pushing, even when the odds are stacked against them. The only way to fail is to stop trying, so every day you must remind yourself that your dreams are worth the effort and the persistence. One of the most important affirmations you can tell yourself every morning is, I am in control of my attitude. Our attitude plays a major role in determining how we experience life. It shapes the way we respond to situations, handle challenges, and interact with others. Yet it's often the one thing we neglect to manage. We wake up in the morning and the world immediately starts influencing our mood, whether it's the weather, the news, or a difficult conversation. But the truth is, no one but you has control over your attitude. You are the only one who gets to decide how you're going to show up that day. When you remind yourself that you are in control of your attitude, you reclaim your power. No matter what happens around you, you get to choose how you react. If something goes wrong, you can choose to see it as an obstacle or an opportunity. You can choose to let frustration take over, or you can choose to respond with patience and a positive mindset. The difference between a successful day and a miserable one often lies in the attitude we bring to it. When you wake up with the intention to take charge of your attitude, you start your day with a sense of purpose and strength, knowing that you control the direction of your mindset. A positive attitude doesn't mean you won't face challenges or that every day will be perfect. It's about how you handle those difficulties when they arise. A person with a positive attitude doesn't see every setback as a failure, but as a lesson to learn from. They know that the obstacles they encounter are simply part of the journey. A positive attitude turns problems into opportunities, setbacks into stepping stones. It allows you to stay focused on solutions